I hear many business owners and entrepreneurs talk about how they build 6 and 7 figure businesses. That's great, right? Well, depends. If you ask me, they're all very much thinking about short-term top-line revenue. They're thinking about increasing their top-line sales revenue, which is a good thing, right? But do you actually hear them speak about how profitable their business actually is? At least I haven't. Do you hear them speak about how much they had to invest to get the 6 and 7 figure businesses up and running? I haven't. Look, I'm going to be direct with you. What's a business worth if you have to invest $1 million in marketing expenses to achieve a sales revenue top line of 1 million? There's no value creation in that. Now, is there? Are you a business owner, an entrepreneur, and are you having difficulty basing your decision making on actual information and insight, and you're doing it on guesswork instead? In this video, I'll go through the reasons why a 6 and 7 figure business is actually worth little if you do not own the business skill of financial literacy to run them and keep them in the long run. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for being here. I'm Luc Nicolas Verrecretien. I'm a certified management accountant, and I've been helping entrepreneurs in the past few years, help them create more success. And that's why I created this channel, in order to help business owners and entrepreneurs like you create more financial success and business mastery. So more than 99% of all businesses classify as small businesses. That statistic applies to businesses in the US, in the UK, in Europe, and many other parts in the world. So there's a big chance that if you're a business owner and you own a business, it is classified as a small business. So now if you consider the fact that the average lifespan of these businesses is around 8 to 10 years. So if you think about it, that you as a business owner who invested so much time and energy and money from your part to build up a business, after 10 years ends up with little to zero value, with almost no residual value. That actually hurts, right? And in the majority of the cases, the number one under-acknowledged reason why these businesses fail is lack of financial literacy. Business owners do not know what is actually going on financially in their business. They know very well what's going on operationally. So what product is being sold, but they do not understand what financially is going on. Sure, they have an accountant who prepares the financial statements for them and perhaps gives some additional insight to the numbers. Sure, they occasionally look at the bottom line or profit to analyze why it has increased or decreased. But the matter of the fact is that more often than not, business owners do not know and do not understand why specific outcomes, why specific results take place. They cannot link the activity, the action, with the outcome and the result. Now, unfortunately, many business owners focus on having a very high profit, which is a good thing in and of itself. Of course, it's a good thing, but they forget something very critical and essential here. What they forget here is that success of a business is not necessarily defined by your profit. Have a think about that. So what you see is that when profit is high, life is good. But when profits are not, then life is not so, right? The first thing they think about is, let's increase the sales. So what gets measured gets done. Knowing actually what's going on in your business is one of the most essential skills that I help business owners with in order to achieve financial success. So if you think about the skill of knowing what's going on financially in your business, that is actually what you measure, you understand, and what you measure gets done. And business owners should own this business skill on knowing that cause and effect relationship between actions and results. And the only way to do that is by having financial literacy in your tool belt. The majority of business owners I know are very much focused on continually increasing their sales, their top line, which is a good thing in and of itself. I agree. But what they focus on, or what perhaps their focus should be more on, would be to get actually rich and not to get big. Those two outcomes are not related. Getting big does not equal becoming successful, does not equal becoming wealthy, rich. So what good would it do you as a business owner to double your revenue but decrease your profit? It wouldn't do you any good, right? Let me give you an example to clarify what I mean here. So let me give you an example. So imagine you are an investor and you want to purchase a business. You can choose from two businesses. Business number one has a sales revenue of 5 million and has a profit of 500,000. Business two has a revenue of 1 million and a profit of 500,000. So the same profit. What business would you purchase as an investor? I would go for business two, right? Why? Because you have to invest a much smaller amount of capital into the business to achieve the same amount of profit, the profit of 500,000. Agree? The point I'm trying to make here is that if you want to run a business, sell a business, or buy a business, which are very much related activities, you must master the skill of financial literacy. Understanding how to efficiently and effectively manage your cash in your business and making a profit doing that. You don't need an accountant to be telling you what the numbers mean. You want to understand it yourself. You want to be the judge of it yourself. And that is often what business owners forget, that they are very much focused on the operations and getting things done. And they forget the very most important thing is taking the time to think about it. Take the time to have a high overview on what's actually going on, what activities and actions are causing which results, and what can you do to improve your situation. So the last point I want to have a look at is the economy. So you know that the economy has cycles, right? The cycle has an average length of between 2 to 10 years. The average business cycle or economical cycle will take from 2 to 10 years to go from growth into contraction to trough. And the situation that most businesses are in is that they are able to be successful when the economy is on their side, when the economy is growing and the economy is good. But as soon as the economy decreases or collapses, then their businesses are filled to doom. A good business owner is a business owner that is able to run his business efficiently and effectively in both economical times, in good and in bad times. Some closing thoughts. We have looked at why financial literacy is such an important business skill for business owners to have. So it's not just an important skill in order to thrive. It's not only an important skill to thrive and to achieve financial success, but it is an essential skill in order to guarantee business survival. To round up this video, some questions for you to think about. Will you be the business owner that takes the time to think about what actually is going on financially in your business, what the cause and effect relationships are, what you can do today to improve the situation of your business? So I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I hope it provided lots of value. If it did, please subscribe to this channel and see you in the next one.